Excited. Okay, this meeting is being recorded. Okay, it's this. All right. Thanks again to the Rotary. Thank you all so much for what you do for the community. I am excited about the future of the Rotary and our community as a whole. And so I commend you for your efforts and your hard work. As many of you know, back in January, I was appointed to this seat to serve as a member of the House of Representatives. So my district consists of Knightdale, Wendell, Zebulon, and parts of Southeast Raleigh. So, you know, we have really been working to get bills passed, and although some bills may have been controversial, I would like to think that we have had bipartisan agreements and support on a lot of these bills to be able to get these things through. We have what we call crossover week, which was a few weeks ago. And within that week, you're just racing through to get certain bills done. And that's where the bulk of your bills are. During crossover week, we did some 180 bills, believe it or not. And so we were really excited. The speaker did an excellent job in making sure that, you know, we stayed on track with our meeting, the speaker and our minority leader. So we're happy that that piece of the bills are done. We are extremely looking forward to the passage of the governor's budget. So that's our next step. That's our next big project to work on. And it is my understanding from the governor and from the speaker and the minority leaders that there will be a support for the budget to pass in a timely manner. And I think everyone is looking forward to that, especially for state employees. I am a champion for state employees and school teachers. We have been working really hard behind the scenes to make sure that these folks are able to get a pay increase this coming year. As you know, last year, everything was at a stall, and our state employees and teachers have gone so long without having a pay increase. And if we're talking about our economy, moving forward, we know that it is important that the thousands and thousands of state employees contribute to our local economy. And so we're doing everything possible to try to realize those opportunities. So there's discussions that are taking place on both sides of the aisle. I feel pretty good that our state employees, members from our community college or four-year institutions will receive raises this year. And these raises are badly needed because a lot of these folks aren't making money. They do it because of their love and their passion for their job and education. And so I think it's the least that we can do as a governing body is to support these efforts. Some of the other things that we're focusing on is Medicare. We know how important that is to our community and our seniors. And so we are, again, having those bipartisan discussions where we can realize opportunities for our seniors and folks from all varied backgrounds, especially those from underserved communities. So that's a big item that is on the table, and we're looking forward to making sure that every North Carolinian is in a position where they can have access to healthcare. We know how important that is to have that access. And so we're going to do everything in our power to make sure that we're able to realize those opportunities. The other thing is just recently, the federal government just provided some additional funding, which includes money that will be delved out to municipalities This is something that, we have signed off on as a caucus to our neighbors up in Washington, D.C., to realize this opportunities for municipalities. We know that during COVID, and we're still dealing with COVID, that a lot of municipalities struggled because basically our towns and communities was shut down. So I would say for the Knightdale, Wendell, Zebulon area, relief is on the way, and there's not a lot of restrictions on that funding. Last time I checked, I believe Knightdale will receive something in the neighborhood of about $5 million. I believe Wendell is around 2 to 3 million, and Zebulon may be close to $2 million. That's going to really have a tremendous impact on the town. And again, there's not a lot of restrictions on that monies in terms of how it can be spent. So we're really excited about that because we know how badly our communities need this type of funding. So I applaud our federal government for the wonderful work that they have done and recognizing the importance of making sure that municipalities are taken care of. The other thing is, we just recently had our grand opening. I don't know if many of you are aware, but some years ago, our DMV was closed down in Southeast Raleigh. And there was a lot of concern in terms of folks having access to the DMV. And I think the nearest DMV was in Wendell. And you know that the DMV in Wendell is small in size. Well, I'm really happy to announce that the DMV has just opened up a new facility. And it is my understanding it is the second largest DMV facility in this region. They have wraparound services, so it has become a one-stop shop. I was there a few weeks ago with the commissioner and the secretary, and it is a beautiful facility. And so we're really excited about that because it's going to serve members in our district with those wraparound services. And that's the model that we all should be looking at, those one-stop shop services to support members of our communities. So if you get the opportunity, please visit our newest initiative and facility on New Bern Avenue, which is the DMV, 25,000 square feet of space. And so we are extremely excited about that. What lies ahead in the future? We are continuing to work with bus rapid transit for Southeast Raleigh and the Eastern Way corridor. We know how important that's going to be in the future. With the growth that we have experienced, it is important that we focus on access and transportation. And so I'm working with members of Wake Med and other key stakeholders to make sure that we realize those opportunities in terms of bus rapid transit. It was determined that the first phase of bus rapid transit will be on the New Bern Avenue corridor. And so we're in competition with Capitol Boulevard because they have the largest ridership. But leaders have recognized the importance of making sure that that Eastern Wake County corridor is supported with bus rapid transit. So we are extremely excited about that. We're going to continue to work hard in the General Assembly to meet the needs of our citizens, not only in District 39, but throughout North Carolina. We know how important that is. And so I'm always available. My door is always open to the Rotary, to other nonprofits and businesses in the area. We want to do everything possible to make sure we're able to realize opportunities for the Eastern Wake community. So again, thank you so much for the opportunity. I wish I could spend the entire hour and a half that you all are going to be meeting, but of course, duty calls. And so I would just like to thank you all for the opportunity and allowing me to speak with you. So thank you so much. And just know that I'm available to you if you should ever need my services.
Well, thank you so much. And before you rush off,
all right.
Do you have any time for questions? Do we need to let you get off this line so you can get downtown?
I have about 5 minutes.
Okay, let me quickly say before we give you your questions that you are now an honorary member of the Nightdale Rotary Club. Yay!
Oh my goodness, thank you so much.
And I'm going to send you a little certificate of that. And what that lets you do is to show up at any Rotary Club around the world and be welcome. So please do visit the Wendell and the Zebulon Rotary Clubs, and there's one in Southeast Raleigh. And next time you're in Timbuktu, you can check them out too. So I'm going to open it up for questions. Thank you.
I have a question. I wonder if you could expand a little on what you're doing with Medicare. You mentioned there's some movement, but could you just expand?
Well, you know, the federal government has set some funding aside for those that are willing to make the necessary changes for Medicare. And so most municipalities, quite a few states have realized that opportunity, because I think it's in the tune of about $10 billion that the state of North Carolina will get. And so that comes with conditions. And so those conditions, in my opinion, are conditions that will benefit those recipients of Medicare. And so, you know, there are some measures being put in place, whereas I think it's going to make it more accessible for folks to have access to healthcare. And so that has been the overall objective. And in order for us to receive this funding, you know, we have to support this criteria. And North Carolina is one of the states that have. There are some states that are on edge about committing to it, but it's hard to turn down $10 billion. But I'm of the opinion that everyone should have access to health care. Everyone.
Thank you.
James, I just wanted to say thank you for coming to talk to us today, and tell Sharon I said hello. I hadn't seen you guys
we
in
missed
a while,
you guys.
so hope you guys are doing well.
Thank you so much. Look, I'm so looking forward to helping and better serving the Rotary. Sometimes I feel very guilty because I'm pulled in many directions. And, you know, we had a caucus meeting the other day, and I kind of expressed my concern. I said, we're in meetings from 7:30 in the morning, sometimes to 8:30 at night. And, you know, when are we going to have time to get out and you know, support our constituents? And so, you know, we're going to have, hopefully, if the budget is passed in a timely manner, it's my understanding that there will be a break in between before we return to the General Assembly. And I'm going to take advantage of every moment to get out and more importantly, to be able to fellowship with you guys. So I'm looking so forward to it. I will pass along to Sharon your hellos, and we've been thinking about you all, and I'm so proud of the work that you all are doing.
Thank you much. Great to have you here. Do good
all
stuff.
Right. That's it.
See you, James.
All right. Okay. Is Mayor Day on?
Yes, she's here.
This meeting. Mayor Day.
Hello, sir. It's good to see you.
How are you?
Doing well. I'm doing well.
Well, look, let me just share with everyone, Mayor Day, myself, and some of the other council members, we're going to be meeting later on today. I believe it's a meeting and out if Mayor Day cares to share that, but I'm sure it's dealing with land swapping or acquiring land from the state. But I just want to say that Mayor Day is doing an outstanding job. She's off and running, and I know you all are very proud of her, but that entire governing board is really committed to making sure that Nightdale and surrounding communities are thriving. And so their outreach has been massive, and I'm very, very proud of that because that's what it's all about. And I look forward to working with them on some initiatives that are important to our community. So Mayor Day, thank you so much for your leadership, and we hope to see you all soon.
Thank you, sir.
All right. I have to go, everyone.
Drive carefully.
Thank you so much.